Each day provides its own gifts. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Red, right? Lots of red. Are we going to keep dropping? Are we going to head down to Fud's land? I doubt it. You know, healthy correction. The price has been volatile. Price is always volatile. Why are you looking at it? Just relax, right? We know that Bitcoin is the future. Buy the dips, right? That's what's going to be coming around this time, because you know what? In a week or two, we'll be sitting at like $15,000, $16,000. And it'll be like, oh, yeah, did you buy that dip when Bitcoin went down like 9% there? What's the matter, Sammy? Oh, we forgot the internet wire again. Sorry about the fuzzy resolution. Give us just one moment and Samantha's going to go ahead and get that. But how are you doing this evening, Samantha?
Good.
Good. How was work today for you?
It was all right.
How many rooms did you clean?
30.
What?
Yeah, it was 19 checkouts and I don't know, like 15 or 16.
Well, it would be 11 to make 30. 19 and 11.
Oh, okay, there we go. I quite honestly don't really know. I know I had 19 checkouts.
That's quite a lot of rooms to clean. Ah, there we go. The internet wire is plugged in. So, Samantha, now that you've taken the seat, would you mind pulling up Coin Paprika? Let's take a look at these cryptocurrency markets. Let's see how bad the market's hemorrhaging today. Let's take a look at that Bitcoin dominance, as people are trying to use this as an indicator to tell whether or not there's going to be an altcoin season, saying that, hey, as long as Bitcoin's way up here at like 60-something%, alt season's not happening. We got to get down to 50% or lower. Well, we still got that BTC dominance coming in at 64.86. And you know what? I am absolutely fine with that. I'd like to see 70, right? All right, so let's see. What else do we got going on here? We got the market cap sliding back 4.5% as we come in at $332 billion. Nothing to laugh at, though. We got Bitcoin at 12,000. Hey, that's a little higher than it was a moment ago. $12,120. That's down only 3.5%. Still holding on to a 1.6% gain in the last 7 days. It is hard not to be profitable with Bitcoin as long as you look at it long term. Ethereum dropping below that $300 mark, coming in at $290.60. That's down 5.79% in the last 24 hours. We got XRP coming in at 36 cents on the dot. That's down 8%, 8.26. Ouch, that hurts. A long way from that 50 cents we were eyeing not that long ago. Bitcoin Cash, $391. That's down 5.9%. Altcoins are bleeding bad here, it looks. Litecoin, 108, down 9%. Charlie Lee making some statements about the Litecoin price. Let's talk about that in a moment. We got EOS below your 550 line, Samantha.
Ooh.
521. Should we buy this dip? Is it going to keep dipping? I wish I had a magic 8-ball to tell me these answers. All right, down 11.4%. We got BNB tokens still staying above that $30 mark, $31.19 as we're down only 4.6%. Hey, look at that. Tether at $1. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, $191, down only 6.6%. Tron at 3.2 cents, down 6.8. Let's see the Steam back dollar. Steam back dollar. 95 cents. These altcoins are undervalued. This is saying to buy the dip. Could you time the bottom? Is it worth it? I'm not giving financial advice. Crazy indicators, right? All right. As we do around here at Bitcoin and Coffee, we beg for your Bitcoin, right? We beg for your cryptocurrency because we'd like you to help us get out there and spread awareness. Sitting around getting lots and lots of bags of cryptocurrency doesn't help turn new people onto this. There's a little bit more to cryptocurrency than just trading and making profit. There's also the fact that we're going to make a better world, right? When you have peer-to-peer currency that you don't have censorship, you don't have third parties getting involved like rent seeking, everyone does better, right? The fat cats stop getting fatter.
You go on a diet. Okay.
This time around, though, we've done this a few other times. We've done this about 3 other times, and this will be our 4th event. We're trying to get out to the Mulberry Mountain. We're trying to get out of the state of Florida. We got a chopper going by. Mulberry Mountain in Arkansas. 4-day event, camping included. We think that this will be the biggest and best one yet.
Definitely the longest.
Yes, it is the longest, and I think that with the camping next to your vehicle situation, I think that we'll have better opportunities to be able to not only broadcast from site, probably from your cell phone, as long as we got reception up there, and from there that we can record, like interviews. We could talk to people. We can walk around in a concert setting of the campgrounds, passing out these flyers where you can actually hear.
Hopefully. We don't actually know, but yes, hopefully we'll be able to hear in a field. Right? I mean, we got pretty far away at EDC and you still couldn't hear anything. So.
But I mean, I will be coming back and bringing you guys as much video as possible if we aren't capable of broadcasting from there. But as always, we're looking for help, right? We want to make a brand new flyer this time around. We'd like you to get involved with that. We'd like you to help us create a flyer, shoot us some ideas. Let us know if you want to help out around here at the channel. We're always looking for extra support to put timestamps, thumbnails, I mean, million different things you could do around here to help things. Everyone has to do something to help spread awareness, especially if you're in the cryptocurrency market long term. All right, let's stop the screen share. Let's stop begging for that money. Let's pop out the backyard. Let's pull up the chat. Let's grab that cup of coffee. Wednesday, right?
Hump day.
Yep.
I know.
I'm optimistic, though. You know, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I'd like to think that better days are always ahead of me, right? That I haven't, lived up the best part of my life already. That there's always something to look forward to coming around the corner. So, lately I've been thinking crypto. You never know what it could be, though, right? The world's full of mystery and possibility. So what do we got going on over there? Has anybody come out to join us, or am I just ranting about cryptocurrency from the woods at the bunker?
Well, we have Paul Rouleau.
Paul Rouleau, I can
Always.
always count on you, my man. I love it. It is amazing. It, like I've said before, it has gotten us out here knowing that you would be here where we might not have a couple other times.
He says, good evening, friends and crypto family. And Vention is here.
Vention, my man. I dropped in on one of your shows the other day. I wish I could watch more of them, right? I got to go over there. I got to take some time. That's what it is. You got to make time for what's important. And I mean, I love that you come over here and check us out, Vention. I mean, you got a million things going on in your life, right? Watching Bitcoin and coffee doesn't have to be one of them. So we appreciate it. All right. So is there any more?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Vention says quite a roller coaster over the last few days.
Always with cryptocurrency. I mean, it's either one thing. Either it's the volatility or it's kicking you while you're down. So what do we got going on? Well, we got block 584802. We're not running nodes around here. I know we should be. The way I preach, we need to be. But Ant Pool, tricky business happening over here. They tried to mine a block that wasn't quite right. They tried to throw an extra 1.265 Bitcoin in there, and the whole block was nothing but fees and no transactions. I mean, I know mining is getting rough, all right, with these all-time high hash rates, but still,
and no one gets a freebie.
Nobody gets a freebie in Bitcoin, right? Everybody got to do their part. So, I mean, they try to come out with this 21 seconds after the last block. People are citing possibly a bug, but then, of course, let's pull up the tinfoil hat. It's also timed right about the same time the price started dipping. So is this possibly, since Bitmain is going down, they want to take Bitcoin with it? The shoot the family and shoot yourself, right? I don't know. I doubt that. I mean, it does suck a little that
they think, if you're going with that, then they think that they can take Bitcoin down.
Well, they thought they could own it. I mean, that's why they tried to fork it, or did fork it.
They something did, yes.
They did something. So, all right, talking about peer-to-peer transactions, right? Sometimes in the worst places is where Bitcoin does the best, right? Because the use case is there. They need it. And Zimbabwe is one of them, right? We're looking at in Zimbabwe recently they banned like foreign currency being able to be used at stores or for commerce as an exchange for businesses. So they're trying to reintroduce the Zimbabwe dollar. So since the banks are all banned from crypto and everything like that, everyone is, once again, going at Bitcoin hard over there, bringing it back. They got South African premium, I guess we'll call it, right? It doesn't have a nickname.
Yes,
it's not the kimchi. So the South African premium going on. So they got peer-to-peer transactions happening a whole bunch on EcoCash, which is like a money marketing thing. Okay. Kind of like a PayPal, I guess, or a Venmo or something like that.
Third-party payer or whatever. Okay.
And they were talking about Bitcoin being like 12,200 to 12,700 on local Bitcoins over there.
That's a kind of steep.
Yeah. It's places like this, they cause the development. I would love to see something like out of the turmoil, something to come from it. You know what I mean? Like for them to just completely adopt Bitcoin, right? We're still yet to have a country adopt Bitcoin as the native form of currency. If we're going to see that happen, it's going to be a place where there is no good currency.
Well, that's what we were starting to think about the Petro with Venezuela and, their president and all of that. And, that makes sense. When you really can't go through a grocery store and in the amount of time it takes you to decide on what kind of rice and what kind of bread, you're 5 times more than you were when you walked in 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, the rate of inflation was crazy and it was causing problems. So, it would be nice to see something actually get adopted somewhere, right? And Bitcoin is definitely coming along with the Lightning Network. We are starting to be able to see you be able to pay merchants, right? We've seen the Blue Wallet. Is that what I'm thinking? Where it has the Lightning node inside of it, and you can send Lightning transactions with it. So
I'm pretty sure it's the Blue. Yeah.
Yeah. So a smartphone with a Lightning capable wallet with a merchant that also has a smartphone with a Lightning wallet, you can start setting up commerce right on the street, right, where you're buying from the vendor. Eventually, if no other money is working there, no other money is capable of getting in with a foreign ban, maybe they'll just adopt a Bitcoin, Litecoin, something, right? All right. So talking about governments, talking about currency, talking about blockchain, Turkey, right? Turkish government, they go ahead. They're pro cryptocurrency. We've been hearing it coming down the pipelines for a long time. We keep hearing about possible U.S. wanting to do stuff to prevent them from getting into cryptocurrency, to prevent them from skirting U.S. sanctions, right? U.S. sanctions is how the U.S. controls the rest of the world. Well, we're looking at them coming out with a financial bank plan, right? Like the central bank plan for 2019 through 2023. And they are going to be coming out with a cryptocurrency.
Oh.
They are going to be coming out with a central bank, crypto digital cash. They don't have a lot of details released on it, but they just said that it is going to be implemented. So, fingers crossed that it goes over a little better than the Petro, right? Ultimately, it'd be better if they went ahead and started using Bitcoin. But slow, steady road, right? Eventually, they'll get there. I may be long dead and gone by the time countries finally come around and realize that Bitcoin is the solution. But hey, I'm out here doing my part. I'm fighting the good fight. That's about the best I can do right now. All right, they're also looking at, they're going to go ahead and they're going to adopt blockchain to go ahead and enhance public services. So that's a big plus on my part. I hate the lines at the DMV. I think that can definitely be put on a blockchain in some way.
I mean, every time we talk about like government services, we seem to fall to the DMV because sadly
it is the epitome of the worst.
I mean, the IRS is the same kind of deal, but yes, you come in contact with the DMV so much more.
Well, it's because it's an all-in-one. You know, you pay
like, or if,
taxes
like,
and your vehicles
the
and
health
hunting
department.
permits and fishing permits and.
As you're trying to get a free vaccination or something, they're like, "Oh, hold on, we got to find out which one you need." That's gonna be, just sit here.
Oh no, I've waited in long lines as a clerk of courts to pay a speeding ticket before
that's
too.
True. You're right. Yes.
They're also looking at they want to be able to use this for transport, customs, things like that.
Oh, like the semis and the cargo ships. Okay.
This is great, right? Countries adopting blockchain, being able to try to utilize these things. We knew that this was coming along the way. Turkish has been at the forefront of these things so far. I mean, they're not moving quite as fast as like Singapore is on some of these things, but we are seeing positive news coming out of there, and that is a big plus.
My aunt and uncle lived in Turkey. It was pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of Middle Eastern-y, even though you don't think it would be, but it is. But I mean, in the same aspect, like Dubai, I mean, that is definitely hopping, and there are 1 or 2 apartment complexes that accept Bitcoin in Dubai.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know there's
no. They have a ban on Bitcoin. If as an individual, you're not allowed to use Bitcoin in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, but I mean, they're all financial advisors over there, so they can all have Bitcoin anyways.
Hey, don't disclaimer. No, we are financial advisors.
So what do we got going on in the chat? Of course, you guys are the main thing, right? You're the main part of the show around here. We love to communicate with you. That's why Samantha's here on the sidelines. That's why she's reading out the chat to bring your voice to air. Ask questions. Tell me what you got going on. Just say hello and let us know what's up in your life. We'd like to hear it, right?
Well, Paul Rouleau now has subscribed to Vengeance channel. Yay!
Oh, Paul Rouleau.
Yeah.
What was it you were talking about? MGTOW, the other mammals going their own way, because that way, as a woman, you could.
I could be in on the MGTOWness, because it is like, no, it's just like that. What everyone is taught to believe about the classes and the segregation of sexes and stuff isn't real and is not supposed to be that way anymore. If you can fix a car, I should be able to fix a car. If I can clean a house, you should be able to clean a house. I mean,
I run the vacuum all the time.
Oh, yes, you do. He doesn't do dishes, though. He never, ever, ever does dishes. One steak knife through the hand at a Golden Corral or something. That was it.
I washed enough dishes when Eugene was little.
I mean, and it was all the way through his hands. It was very Jesus style.
All right. So, we got more?
Of course we have.
Awesome. People. I love it. I didn't know. Sometimes it's dead in the chat, especially Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It gets a little slow.
Benjamin said that he used the blue wallet, but that he prefers the wallet of Satoshi. In my experience, that it has been more dependable.
That was the other one. That was the first one that we had downloaded, and it was like 2 weeks later that the blue wallet had come out, and everybody started.
Yes, but we were trying to get off of the Lightning into, and the wallet of Satoshi didn't at that time, but I think they do now.
Yeah.
But that's why we went with Blue Wallet, because it was, we don't have our own node and we needed to go back to mainnet. How do you do
now there's
that?
exchanges that help you with that. You can send Lightning Network
just
Bitcoin tokens and exchange them for mainnet tokens without running a node.
Benjamin said that he did some house hunting, and while he was there, he paid for his hotels with hotels.com gift card using Bitcoin.
Oh, nice.
Also used some Bitcoin for a Slizzler's gift card for lunch. Good time.
Awesome.
Right? That's the way you do it. You are living off Bitcoin,
what
bro.
was there? Somebody was trying to tell me about a new browser extension that's going to be like pairing with like 500 different merchants to be able to give you discounts for buying with Bitcoin. It was like LOLLI. LOLLI. Lolly? Is that how you'd say it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't have details on it. This is not written on my paper.
Before, but you're right, because I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I am trying to.
I don't know.
Well,
I just know that that's one of the ones where you can buy stuff from Walmart.com.
Yes.
And that's one of the few like that'll do the Walmart.com and you'll still get the discounts. I haven't really been
And you
spending
can
any
have them
crypto,
deliver it
so
and
I'm
all
waiting
of
for
it.
I'm waiting for the other side of 20K before I start trying to take any profits. Too much volatility right now for me to mess around. I mean, everything's just sitting the way it was, you know.
I mean, right? If you can't just have everyone actually accept Bitcoin, just make them without them knowing, all of the gift cards and all of the prepaid, whatnots. Just do it. I mean, it would be awesome if my Verizon, I could somehow,
So we got Charlie Lee. It's the last little thing I got out here is that Charlie Lee is saying that the halving's already been priced in. So he doesn't expect any kind of a Litecoin pump to happen. And unfortunately, like I was saying, I would have expected it or anticipated it to start happening already. And now we're looking at Litecoin going the other way. I'm not saying that it couldn't happen or won't happen. I'm just saying that he timed the top and dropped off all of his bags. So he made the coin. He could tell the top. I think he's going to call me on this one too and say that there's no pump and I'm going to listen. Right.
Well, I mean, he did catch a lot of crap the last time that they had a pump, and that was right before he had said, "No, I'm taking myself out of this equation, man, because it just seems like, there's manipulation and I don't want to be part of it or have it be because of me." And all of a sudden, bam, there's a pump, and still somehow he manipulated and it was still his fault. So
I don't know. That's the problem. That's why we love that Satoshi Nakamoto is not here. Right, he's not part of the community.
No way of
blaming I mean,
him for
as people like to
anything.
point to Charlie Lee, there's always going to be people that say this and say that. But here we go. Once again, we have a creator, just as like we had Vitalik talking about Ethereum price, saying that he thinks the halving is already factored in. I mean, we're like 24, 25 days away. So if it's not now, when? Right? That would be the question.
Man, now I have the Vitalik clapping. That is what's in my head now. Thank you. Okay. So that you never know you're brainwashed until after the fact because that just happened. Like, yep. Oh, all right. So Venton said that he found the house that he wants. Ooh. And that he is signing the electronic purchase agreement right now. What? Ooh, selling at 290,000 K and buying it at 113,000. Ooh, that he'll pocket the difference.
Nice.
Look at you.
Nice.
What?
Yes.
All right, so Andy Anderson is here. BTC Moon Guy is here.
BTC Moon Guy.
Hi, guy. Or hi, all.
All.
Will this be the last dip under 12,000? Nonetheless, huddle on.
Right? As long as Bitcoin stays above $10,000, I stay perfectly fine with it, right? Volatility is part of the game. Like we could literally bounce around anywhere between 10 and 15, and I'm not going to stress it in the slightest because I know that in a year from now, it'll be out of that bracket of volatility and into some other bracket of volatility.
The higher highs and the higher lows. Yeah.
So as far as right now, yes, when you're trading and you're trying to make that $200, $300, $400 every single day, like a paycheck, that's hard. I can't do it. So I just don't have answers for you if you think that I'm going to be the one to tell you, oh yeah, this is this and this is that. I just know that the price of Bitcoin in the future is going to be better and higher than it is because I've been here for 3 years and what I've watched consistently is that we are getting better tech. We are getting more adoption. It may be slow, but we are getting more adoption in all aspects. This is that 360 thing I talk about. Regular people are starting to know what Bitcoin is. Institutional hedge funds, banks, governments. Facebook is now on the list. So Pandora's box has been opened, and like a virus or something, it only, a few people at first. But once you reach the point of outbreak, everyone's infected. and everyone is going to be having crypto or wanting some part of it.
Do you want to be patient zero? Because we do.
I mean, we were in the beginning here, Samantha. So, I mean, we are not like the Gemini twins, but...
No wrinkles. No wrinkles.
I wish I could have had the foresight that they had. They're going to be the first trillionaires.
I mean, twins are creepy, so awesome to them, but whatever. Well, I skipped over Paul Revaux. He says the Turks know how to make a cup of coffee, and they do.
They do.
Andy Anderson says 80K is my selling starting point. Oh, BTC Moon Guys agrees with him. And Andy Anderson says, never sell it all. That he will never sell it all, and just never sell it all.
When it comes to investing in cryptocurrency, everybody has their own different technique, policy, dollar cost average, this, that. I just tell you guys what mine is, and that's to get as much as possible because I overload with this stuff knowing that I'm going to have to drop bags off. So I'm just looking for the fact that I may not be making a ton of money, but hey, I can take this little bit of money and I can get a little extra with it, right? Because I cannot eat the Big Mac or get the Nikes or buy new clothes today. But then when I go take it out later, I can go ahead and have more than what it was when I put it into the system. I can't predict exactly when I'm going to be able to take it out, but I look for those opportunities. So I have overextended amounts into it.
John from Malibu is now here. He says, yo, dog, I'm here.
I'm glad that you're here, man.
We are.
I don't know. I don't have any more news, but I'm glad that everyone's here. I just want to keep rolling with it. What time is it? How much?
Only 2 more minutes. No, 1 more minute now. So you're okay. And BTC Moon Guy says, don't trade, buy and hodl Bitcoin. Oh, Benton says, I don't really plan to dump large amounts of BTC, but instead I'll just cash in 38,000 a year. At that rate, I'll pay 0 income tax. There you go. Screw the man pension. Like, I hate now. Granted, because I do so much of a commute, there's occasionally the convenience stores run by foreigners. We'll just go with that because if I say anything else, it could be derogatory. But quite a lot of the time, there is no tax. They are just like $1, please. And it's like, well, it should be $1.06, but I am not going to argue with you. But in the end, I'm sure the man is going to wonder where all of their 6 pennies did not come from this convenience store over the course of a year.
Everyone tries a way not to pay tax, right? I mean, that's what we hear a lot of people say, that it's extortion. Like, it's not fair. I mean, I don't remember.
Oh, it's not as bad as, was it Australia? That was the 40-something% tax or something. That one of them, we did it last month as a story, but a different country, it was like beyond ridiculous amounts of a tax. It was on cryptocurrency, but still,
I mean,
like,
all of it. But I mean, the problem is that all of it's ridiculous. They control the whole system so that they keep you in a box where you can't make enough money to just be able to sit around and enjoy your life, right? And you got to work really, really hard to get yourself just to the next tier. Okay. And then when you're in this box, they want to tax you when you make the money. They want to tax you when you spend the money. And then they want to tax you at the end of the year. And if you get anything nice, then they want to say, your stuff's really nice. We need more money from you because you're not part of the elite rich where you're capable of doing all that tax evasion stuff so that they manipulate it into where they're not paying taxes.
Oh Lord, what is it called? Incentives and whatnot, where you're in the bracket, so you can claim this.
Yeah, it's not like tax evasion where they don't pay taxes, but they go ahead and they manipulate the system to their advantage. Yes.
It's because it's the man is a soror, well, I guess a fraternity, but whatever. And yes, it's like, oh no, he's my buddy. No, he's like half off.
I mean,
he gets in for free.
Personally, I believe that if you're in a situation where you're making like under $75,000 or $100,000 a year, you should pay 0 tax. How are you going to tax the poor?
How the living wage? Like,
yes, the majority. How are you going to tax the majority?
Yes, and yet they do.
That's because there's a lot of us.
Right, and there's not a lot of the
Them.
ones with the freaking suicide doors and the oh, I have my Ferrari, my Tesla, and my Lambo.
All right. So,
Ugh.
is there anything in the chat, Samantha? Or are we just going to go ahead and wrap up this episode?
Andy Anderson says, "Pension, your wisdom is never ending." Pension is a smart man, okay?
Right,
We are very
I
happy
agree.
that he actually likes to listen to our
Right.
stupidness. Yes.
We are very happy that you come by here, Benjamin. We try to listen to you as often as possible. We like seeing you in everyone else's chat. That's how we got turned on to him, right? Was him and Adam Meister's chat.
Yes. Yes, and
I miss some of the old
honestly,
days of watching Adam
honestly,
Meister.
Pension, I was all like, man, that man is a woman hater. And then I was like, you know, but some of the stuff he says is not wrong. Then it was just, hey, he's not wrong.
I remember the good old days of watching World Crypto Network with Vortex.
Oh, I loved it when Panda
and
was on
having
there.
like almost
like
1,000 live watchers and be like, oh my God.
Fanboy,
All right, you guys. I appreciate you coming out here and hanging out with us this evening. Are we going to be out here tomorrow? We were in debates on whether or not. Check with the channel. We got links down below for all kinds of different social media platforms. There's only 3.
Yeah,
we're
not
on
too many.
We're on Twitter. We're on Tribes. That's one of those decentralized ones on EOS. You should come check it out. I'm noticing there's a lot of people on there. Not that you got to come over and give me the thumbs up, even though that'd be great. But maybe you should just check it out on your own. Right. I am noticing that there's a lot of people over there because I just throw up the video over there as a way to be able to cast a wider net. And I'm noticing I'm getting some bites over this way if we're talking fishing terms, right?
And fishing terms, the bob is bobbing.
Yep. So follow me at these links below. It'll help you keep up to date with what's going on the channel. Please, if you guys got a couple extra Satoshis, I know it's hard with all this red. I probably don't want to give nothing up. Got that donational address down there below that goes to the Tally Fund. It really helps out the channel. Think of it as a carbon offset, all right? We all got to do a little bit of something to help Bitcoin. There is no marketing department. Besides all of that, we love you guys. What's up?
Pension says that he is a reluctant MGTOW. That if it weren't for the horrible abuses of family court, I would have loved to marry and have a family. And Andy Anderson says, Benjamin doesn't hate women. He just is wise to them. I know. There are some sneaky females out there, okay?
Yes, there is. That's why me and you work together so well, Samantha. It's hard to find somebody that doesn't live their life
only for themselves and
Yeah.
their own,
and that
needs
me and
wants.
Samantha always have this outlook where we joke about it, but it's always the family first. I'll put the family's needs before my
Never
needs.
go against the family.
Keep your BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.